Okay, we're going to start with the nation. 2027, PDP governors disown Atiku on coalition merger. NLC Apapa flex muscles over LP. Tinubu supported my bid for speaker despite not knowing me, says Tajuddin. Tinubu asked Plateau to confront ethno-religious crisis behind killings. JAM warns against illegal admission. NBA, 300 million naira collected from Rivers on unconditional gift. Averting judgment misinterpretation and how to attain $1 trillion economy by central bank. Okay, which story are we starting with?
Okay, the picture story, the little story. So over the weekend on Sunday, for an hour, 30 minutes, according to the Nation, there was attack in the Basa local government area of Plateau State, and 51 people were killed by militias.
Oh my God!
According to the story in that area. Also, in another area in the same state, 40 people were killed in the ZK community in Kwali local government area in the wee hours of yesterday. So before morning, that killing had happened, and this, of course, has sparked a lot of reaction. The special advisor on information and strategy to the president, Bayo Onanuga, was saying that the violence between the communities in Plateau State is rooted in misunderstanding between ethnic and religious groups, and it must cease, and that he's also instructed security agencies to thoroughly investigate the killings and arrest or identify those behind the violent acts. He said that they cannot allow the devastation and the tit-for-tat attacks to continue. Enough is enough. He says also that beyond these killings, the leadership of the state, which is the Governor Caleb Mufwang, must address the root cause of the age-long problems. He says that these problems have been for over 2 decades, but these problems between the Plateau killings have been for much more longer. Every time it comes from that place, if it is not tagged a religious killing, it is tagged an ethnic killing, almost as if those colorations now legitimize it. You know, it is criminal what has happened, that, somebody would, a group of people enter into and wipe out. There was a 8-member family that was wiped out in these killings. Every member of the family chopped and wiped out. And, to think that we will now be having these same conversations in 2025 of whether it was ethnic or religious. Can there be a proper law enforcement who, whenever you do not go through a system to address a wrong done to you, arrest those people, and if they killed somebody, they should be made to face the consequence of killing, which is of murder, which is killing them as well, so that we will start to deter this mindset of people thinking that
is very important, because the nomenclature that we use is extremely important, because, as you said, it adds a wrong coloration and derails you from the focus. It's a crime and it should be treated as such. Because once you start putting those nomenclatures of ethnic killing, it gives a whole different meaning and makes it look as if...
Exactly, and when the arrest is done, let this conversation...
I listened to the governor, because the governor is like really distressed. From the last one, he was distressed. This one too is... He was talking about genocide. He was talking about land mining, that the area is rich in minerals. So what they're doing is they are cleansing. It's like ethnic. They want to wipe them out so that they can take over the land. And it's wrong. And what hurts me in this matter is they said they were there for 1.5 hours. Can you not no
security agency?
And there's no way that those people did not call.
Yes, different people.
Because people have phones now, so they must have called. And it took them, they killed them before the security arrived. So we should now start to question
the kind of security
what's going on. Yes.
How effective is the security apparatus in that area?
Security response is also something governors must play a part in.
Exactly.
And that's for me. I don't want to even excuse anybody.
We have to move on because it's not our topic right now, but it's worth considering as a topic.
All right, so the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, has urged new tertiary institutions against engaging in illegal admissions. The board insisted that there would be no room for regularization of such backdoor administrations. Its registrar, Prof. Ishaq Oleye, they gave the warning during an interactive session with principal officers of the affected institutions yesterday in Abuja. He said that all admissions must go through the CAPS, which is the Central Admissions Processing System, which has now been upgraded, you know, and which now also forms the correspondence server for the admissions. And all universities must strictly follow due process. Stated that CAPS also ensures transparency, fairness, and integrity in admissions, and that by bypassing it, that by bypassing the platforms, the universities or admissions risk losing any slots that they might have. He also stated, excuse me, he also stated that they applaud the 80 universities that the president now has approved, and that it's a great thing because it's encouraging our educational system to grow. Yeah. And finally, he noted that CAPS and the IBASS accounts, which has been created for these institutions, must be cleared by the National Universities Commission, National Board for Technical Education, and the National Commissions for Colleges of Education for it to be activated. So it must be cleared through these three institutions before it can be activated.
Let me take the major headlines. So former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's bid to rally the opposition into a coalition and merger felt like a pack of cards, according to The Nation. The governors of the PDP, Democratic Party, and political platform pulled the rug under his feet. They ruled that the PDP involvement in any coalition or merger ahead of 20 is not going to happen. According to them, PDP is a big enough party that whoever wants to come and join them is welcome to. So according to, it said that the governors ruled out PDP's involvement in any plan with the nationwide speculations about a possible merger for political parties or group. Our association's forum resolved that the PDP would not join any coalition, saying that PDP as a major opposition party welcomes any other party or groups willing to join to get power in 2027. The position announced after their meeting in Ibadan yesterday, and all of them were there, all the various members of the PDP party, the BOT, and the one-time deputy national chairman, Chief Olabode George, was also there. Atiku has been contesting for presidency, and he's trying to see how we can get other groups to come together to form a new party or merge or coalition. But they said, as the PDP being a major opposition, they're not willing to join anybody. They can come in to join PDP, and they'll be fine with that.
Okay. Tajuddin Abbas, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, have been saying that the president supported him without knowing him. The governor of Kaduna State too supported him without knowing him, and he has just been gushing, and making me wonder what kind of country are we living in. Why are you talking like this? He's talking how the president did not know him, but supported him, and how the governor, and he's going to rally all the support for the governor.
Politics.
Okay, so you don't want him to be grateful to his helpers?
You can be grateful to them, call them.
Privately.
Why on the pages of the paper? Why
people like eye service, so people that don't do it don't go find life.
But that is why we are all...
There's something called political rhetoric. You know, there's the way you have to say things, but you should also have to use your sense.
Yes.
Wisdom. These people that are saying like that. See, there's Nigerian practice and there's standard practice. In Nigerian practice, you must praise even the one that not help you, that is novice. You praise them. Okay. After you, now you. After God, now you.
Okay, no problem. The punch. She's right. She's right.
But yes. That's why people like us, we keep on criticizing them because we look at... That's why they call them rubber stamp.
The punch.
Rubber stamping.
It's the punch. The punch. 2027. Atiku blocked Vice PDP governors over coalition talks. Family feud. Peter alleges Jew diverted 1.3 billion naira P-square earnings. Buhari's ex-minister cautions Makinde on successor plot. Nigeria's external debt servicing may hit $5.2 billion, says Fitch. Algon calls out AGF on local government autonomy stalemate. Presidency slams El-Rufai over plot to woo Buhari. And FG scrambles to avert Genco's shutdown over 4 trillion naira debt. Let's take one story for the break.
There's actually a scramble, according to the special advisor to the Minister on Power, Bolaji Tunji. He says that the federal government have pledged to redeem the 4 trillion electricity debt owed by the Gencos, which was the electricity, which has...
the Gencos, I mean? By, okay.
That's what they wrote. I don't want to read it by myself. Okay. Punch say Minister of Power has pledged to address 4 trillion electricity debt owed by Gencos, which saw the electricity distribution companies threatening a shutdown on Monday. So he was now talking that the government is aware of the development and they are working hard to resolve it. That the matter has now been taken to the Ministry of Finance, who will take charge of the payment very soon, and that they are working hard on it. So this debt is made up of legacy debts that they are not aware of how the debt is arising, but they're working at it's made up of part of the debts are legacy debts which were on ground before the Minister of Power became minister, and then there's the other debt, power supply debt for 2024, which makes about 2 trillion of the money, then 1.9 of legacy debt. But the minister has taken cognizance of it and is working out of it. So on it.
Let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.